Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of the most offensive podcast ever. I'm Slimmy V, and today I am going to be saying certain things about Ye that certain people would not want to say. Deep down inside, they believe it, but they don't want to admit it. Here I got you from fortune.com. This titles, it says, here are all the brands and companies that have dropped Kanye West since his anti-Semitic rants. Does Kanye have some beef? Yeah. Has he expressed his emotions, his feelings? Without remorse, right? He have expressed them to the fullest. People have not been able to hold him back. Has he had platforms to share his views and air out his grievances? Yes. Now I'm going to say some things that some of these blacks who want to side with Kanye but are afraid to say. I believe this. There's two ways you could say certain things. You could deliver the same message and you could smash it in somebody's face, or you could deliver that same exact message and you could hand it to them on a platter. Right? It's all about the delivery. It's all about how it sounds. We know the culture that we're in right now. We know the society that we live, that we reside in. This society is created so that you cannot ask questions. Let me give you several examples. If you question the vaccine, Pfizer, Moderna, you are an anti-vaxxer. If you promote healthy lifestyle and you are against being overweight, you're against alcohol, drug, you want to promote this healthy lifestyle by eating vegetables and exercising and eating your fruits and juicing and taking your vitamins, they will call you fat phobic. If you somehow feel that trans boys should not be able to share the same lockers as women or whatever, right? You will be labeled transphobic. If you say a remark, even if it's in favor of the Jews, you are labeled anti-Semitic. If you vote for Republican, you are labeled a white supremacist, even if you're black. And you're also labeled a coon and Uncle Tom, a sellout, bootlicking, shambo, all of that stuff. Right? So this is the culture that we live in. We cannot ask questions because these words imprison our mind and how we want to speak and how we want to present our message. We somehow have to go through all these nuances, these thoughts and say, how do I say this? It's a game. But being that it's a game, you gotta learn how to play it. Let me give you an example, right? This is biblical. Mary and Joseph. When Mary became pregnant, Joseph found out and was pissed. We're like, you know what? I'm just gonna divorce her privately. right? Hey, he could have publicly embarrassed her, right? But what would that have done? Hmm? So, what did he say? I am going to divorce her privately to not embarrass her. I'm a man of God, right? Delivery. And I believe that is something that we need today. We've got so much anger built up inside of us that we're ready to explode. And what happens when you are a ticking time bomb and you just explode? Instead of tactfully executing something by planning and strategizing, what happens when you explode? You give up, you end up hurting the very same people that you're trying to help. This is why sometimes emotionally, you gotta take a step back, breathe. Woosah. All right, I want to give the same message. I want to talk to the people as to what's going on. What platform can I use? Are you going to invite me? Let me come on your show. I'm not going to explode too much because I don't want your show to be taken down. Because I understand how society works. See, we need to build together as black folks. We need to build. We need to support each other. And right now, we're not there yet. But when we get there, then we're able to do anything without fear of getting cut off, getting let go, brands and companies cutting ties with us. Because we would have owned those companies. We would have run those companies. We would have supported each other. We're not there. The Jews, to their credit, hey, breaking news. We can't hate on the Jews and how they operate. They band together. They have each other's back. No one can say anything about them. Right? Hey, we're allowed to be on their platform, but hey, you can't say this. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because now you have a platform where you can do whatever. But if something bothers you, that's where it hurts. This is why you got to strategize. Use that platform, make your billions, build another platform where you could speak, let people support that platform. But hey, I know it's hard because black people do not support blacks. The Jews have been doing this for centuries. Ye admitted that he shouldn't have come off the way he did. I'm not the only one that's saying this. Ye said it. He understands, like, damn. Like, okay, he was a little bit too angry. Maybe he could have toned it down a little bit while still spitting the same message that he wants to spit. While still delivering the same package without exploding. I think it's this clip. Listen to this clip of him admitting, and this is where people who are supporting Kanye, if you really want him to succeed, this is the type of message that you're going to have to preach. This is how you're going to have to deliver it. Listen.
Also, I'm envious of the Jewish people. I'm envious of how they don't abort their children. I'm envious.
Wait, hold up.
Envious of the Jewish
aspects he associates.
Hold on 1 second. I think it's this clip right here.
I feel that my words demand more sensitivity for the frequency that I'm operating at and and the amount of people that I'm communicating to.
Why did he say that? Let me rewind it.
That my word
more conscious of the ways in which he expresses his opinions.
Listen,
I feel
I
that
feel
my words demand more sensitivity.
it demands more sensitivity with the frequency in which he's operating under. He understands he has a lot of emotions. Emotions, when they get a hold of you, it's like the spirit is controlling not what you say, but how it comes off. So he wished, damn, I could have toned it down. I could have delivered the message in such a way where it prevents criticism, but yet it gets to the meat of the bone as to what I'm trying to say. Let's listen to that again.
His opinions.
I feel that my words demand more sensitivity for the frequency that I'm operating at and and the amount of people that I'm communicating to.
The amount of people, the amount of people, he's getting through to millions of people. Every different faction of groups is going to receive this message, and they are all going to interpret this message differently. Some people are going to understand, like, okay, I get it. You don't have to really tell me every single, I totally get it. But you know what? If you tone it down, they need to get it too. I know what Kanye is saying. I know he didn't mean all Jews. I know he loves the Jewish people. I know he wants to work with them. Right? But what about the other people who may take it as anti-Semitic? And not even that. What about the people who wishing you bad? They know exactly what you mean. They know you did not mean all the Jews, but they're gonna purposely twist it and then make you sound like you anti-Semitic. What about those people? So if you watch what you're saying and you add a little sensitivity, that frequency is going to balance itself in a way where your message now gets interpreted in a way where you now cannot be criticized. Or they'll criticize you anyway, but more people will understand even more so what you're saying.
And I take that responsibility right now.
He took that responsibility. You heard what he said. Now, there's another clip in which he says that he is jealous of the Jews. That is a compliment to the Jews. That is not an anti-Semite statement. A lot of the Jews, they own many corporations. They're bosses, they're heads, they work together, they got each other's back. They don't put each other down. They don't shoot and kill each other, right? They love each other. They pray with one another. They treat their kids differently. They don't abort their kids. This is what Kanye said in this next clip. Listen to what he said.
With Jewish culture.
Also, I'm envious of the Jewish people. I'm envious of how they don't abort their children. I'm envious of how they don't shoot each other in the streets and then rap about it. I'm envious of how their families stay together. I'm envious that they turn their phones off on Friday night and the family comes together. I'm envious of how they do the business together. And I want that for the darker Jews. I want that for the black people. I want that. We need that.
Yo, understand, I could show you so many clips and I could dissect it in ways where people will understand. But I'm a small fish in a really tiny pond. Kanye is a whale, okay, in an ocean. He needs the people who's with him to sort of guide him. Okay? He got the talent. He got the tenacity. He got the bravery. He could speak his mind and is not afraid of the backlash. But at the same time, you're not God. The black people don't support blacks. That's going to take centuries. That's not going to happen now. Look at this. If we telling blacks, yo, come and be on the Republican side for now. Just do that because the Democrats feel that they own you. Like if you don't vote for me, you're not black. That means if you vote for the Republicans, you're white. You're not the color that you were born in. You're not the skin that you was born in. You're white. That's how they look at you. Look how they advertise to you with music saying if you don't get vax, then you can't have sex. Look how they advertise to you in hip hop. They think you're dumb. They think you're stupid. Look at all these brands and companies that dropped Kanye West since then, right? And most of them, I guarantee you, is because they're afraid. Let's look at them real quick. Adidas, Balenciaga, Creative Artist Agency, Cohen, Claire Lentz, Griffer Throp, and Rotten Strike, Foot Locker, Gap, JP Morgan Chase, MRC, don't know what that is, United Talent Agency, Collectors. That's a list. Let's read the JP Morgan Chase because this is really crazy right there. The bank's severing of ties with West came before his recent controversial actions. Though some West allies attempted to make it appear related to his outspoken nature, however, last month he told CNBC, I am moving my money over from JP Morgan to Bank of America, possibly because I go and move $140 million over to JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon never calls me. Anyway, you got major banking corporations that's cutting ties. This is huge. You know? And look, this is no knock on Jews. The Jews did it the right way. Right? They are a people. They have a culture. They have a function in society. They work together. They have each other's backs. Black people needs to be a people. I understand. They say blacks was taken from their land and brought here. They don't know their identity. They don't know their culture. They don't know their language. I totally get all of that. We're here now. Our language is English. Our religion is Christianity. We can still have each other's backs. We can still support each other. There is no other excuse. Let's support each other. Let's make each other wealthy. After that, we can go to Africa. Whatever y'all want to do. But for now, I think we should strategize and see what we want to do. Anyway, I am signing off, and this is what I wanted to share with you today. Okay? Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, comment on this video. All right? Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're about. Am I wrong? Should Kanye just speak the way he has been speaking? Which is like, he's kind of losing a lot right now. I'm like, hey, you might want to not, do all of that. You might want to strategize. If you have a plan, don't speak your plan out loud. But that's my thought. This is what I got, okay? Anyway, this is the most offensive podcast ever. I'm Slimmy V. God bless, stress less, and let Yahweh do the rest. I'm out. Peace.